Oh, what's going on? This is a video response to VGM Dude, formerly known as Young Hente, and his Resident Evil Rant. First of all, I agree with everything he said. Okay? Resident Evil 6 was a fucking failure, and instead of people bitching about it, take the fucking game out of your console and play something else that kicks ass. Alright? Because no matter how many fucking tears you shed, the game just isn't gonna just be great when you wake up in the morning and you go to fucking play it again. Okay? That's like getting a shitty haircut and waking up and thinking it's gonna be good. What the fuck? Pull your head out of your ass. It is what it is. If Resident Evil 6 sucked ass, stop fucking playing it, stop complaining about it, and fucking play something else. When, you know, everyone else was bitching about Resident Evil 6, I ignored Resident Evil 6, like the fucking hood rat Resident Evil 6 is, and I just moved on to greater, better things. Resident Evil Revelations. Resident Evil 6 was fucking hyped. It was highly anticipated. Everyone was going ape shit and fucking jerking off over it. And fucking and yada yada yada. It was like the 70s all over again. Everyone was on a great trip. And then once they got the fucking thing, everyone went on a bad trip. And they want to just blame the product. No, blame your fucking selves. Blame yourselves. Blame your fucking selves, because you're consumers. It's just the way it's going to be. Companies and anything like a company, like bands and shit like that, fucking Coca-Cola, they're going to do dumbass shit to attract everybody and the consumers. They're always going to want more consumers. So the more money they make throughout their business lifetime or whatever, chances are they're going to fuck up quite a bit because they're trying to get more. They get addicted to it. Alright? So Capcom one day put their own dick in their ass and said, hey, you know what? Let's attract Call of Duty fans. Let's attract action fans with this shit. They probably realized Resident Evil 5 didn't come out that great, so they wanted to go over the top and somehow beat Resident Evil 5. I don't know what's going in their minds, but that's what it could be. And, you know, they're broke compared to what they used to be, so they're trying to make a bunch of money. I mean, can you blame them? They don't want to go under and fucking vanish. I can't play a fucking game and fucking talk about this at the same time, so they're just gonna do what they gotta do. You know, just like the old school Resident Evil games that we used to play. You always did what you had to do. If, for whatever reason, you had to fucking leave Chris behind, fuck him! For some reason, you didn't give Barry back his gun, fuck him! It's just the way it was. It's all about survival. And just like Capcom, they're trying to survive. They're trying to gather as many fans as they can to get their fucking money. It is what it is. Once upon a time, they gave a fuck about their fans. But once Resident Evil 3 or any of the couple of games that came out that Resident Evil 3, like actually Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 was like the end of Capcom giving a fuck about us and focusing more on money. When they released Resident Evil 4, they were really trying to jerk us off with that one. They were really trying to go like chin deep, balls deep, whatever deep. Okay, they were trying to get deep with us. Alright, and it worked. We bought it, we played it, we crapped ourselves, we pissed ourselves. Okay? countless nights losing sleep, not just because we were a little like, what the fuck just happened, but because we were addicted. We were addicts. It worked. Resident Evil 4, fucking A right. I'll drink to that. Resident Evil 5, goddamn what the fuck. Revelations. Now, like I'm pretty sure I just said before something about music, like bands, or groups, or artists, you know, musicians, that you may like, you may be a huge fan of, they're not every song they release is gonna be your favorite fucking song. Not every song is gonna be the same. There are bands that were extremely talented, and still are extremely talented, and blew people's balls off all over the fucking world with their sound. And for one reason or another, they usually end up changing their sound to get more people in. Sometimes it's just honestly just to experiment, and then other times it's about money. Now, you can't mistake that what Capcom did was about money, because they were going under. They had to pull something out of their fucking asshole and quick. They didn't want to go under. So in a sense, they still give a fuck about us, but they had to shit out a shitty game or two just to keep themselves alive and survive. Alright? Just like how we had to push a fucking dresser over to find a magazine for your M92F Samurai Edge. It's just the way it fucking is. And I can't stress it enough. If there's a game you don't like, just don't fucking play it. Because going back to when everyone was bitching about Resident Evil 6, I was waiting on Revelations, and I was playing The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, I was playing Resident Evil 4, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, everything but Resident Evil 6, because I couldn't give a shit about it. It was like that hood rat you heard about, and it's just like, oh, I don't want to fuck her. That just sounds nasty, that just sounds raunchy, I don't want that. I care about my junk, I don't want to fucking do that to me, like do that to myself. So I just avoided it and moved on, and didn't look back. Not even a fucking glance. And then, about the whole Resident Evil 2 thing, yeah, you know, the Resident Evil 2 remake. Yeah, I think they should do it, but at the same time, if they don't, I'm not gonna fucking complain about it, because I couldn't really care less. Like, I can live about it. Like, Resident Evil 2 would be cool if they remade it, but they already remade the first one. I mean, in my dreams, it'd be cool if they remade a lot of the older ones, so there are more, like, revelations in the sense of, like, controls and combat. That's about it, as far as that goes. But that's asking for too much. That's too much money. It's never gonna happen. It's too much time. It'd be kind of stupid if they already made every single fucking Resident Evil game that we all loved, because there's too many debates on remaking 2, 3, Outbreak games. By the way, where the fuck is Outbreak File 3? That'd be a great time to send that bitch out. But at the end of the day, Resident Evil 6 is a broken condom on Capcom's dick. Just abort it. Move the fuck on. So, Young Hente, I'm with you, dude, 100%. Drink to that. See y'all later.